Hey, Jacob Nielsen, KSI.com. I'm curious, for you and your perspective, you're a guy that you've been in the program a while and you experienced so many highs and lows within the program. So what's kind of been your mentality, obviously starting the season with a little bit of a rough patch, and how have you been able to kind of help the team see, like, hey, maybe this guy isn't necessarily falling, we just got to maybe just kind of switch things up a little bit and get ourselves together?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to keep the main thing the main thing. You can't let these games too early in the season, like, discourage us. Like, that's what I've been trying to tell the guys. Like, we can't let all this stuff discourage us. You just got to keep working every single week because, like, I believe in this team. I believe in all these guys. I know what we have, who we have, and I know that we can be really successful. We just got to keep doing what we've been doing, and then eventually I feel like we'll figure it out because I do feel like we have something special here, but we just don't maybe quite know that yet. And so it's just a matter of getting everybody on board at the same time, and I'm just waiting for that. So.
Jacob, sorry, go ahead, Al.
Okay, thanks, Jason. I was just going to say, Jacob, Al Lewis from KVNU, it just has been noticeable that the offense can't get that flow, and it comes from maybe first down, or it comes from a better. What have you guys identified or tried to come up with as far as the feelings of what's going on there offensively?
I would say something that we've kind of, and it was kind of towards the end of last season, we kind of struggled with, like, we've always been emphasizing tempo, like, and our pace offense and everything. That's what has always been our bread and butter and will be. And we've kind of strayed away from that these past couple of games. And that's something we've been emphasizing this past week of practice too, is just getting that pace back, like pushing the envelope, getting that first down, getting the defense on their heels and everything. And that's something that we didn't really do these past couple of weeks that we've been emphasizing a lot. And it's just like, because that's really what makes our offense successful is those quick runs, catching the defense off guard, busting 15-yard runs and everything. And that's just something that we haven't, in my opinion, haven't been doing these past couple of weeks. And we've been doing a lot better in practices and stuff, emphasizing that so we can get back to that and start getting in that flow again.
Hey, Jacob, Jason Turner from the Herald Journal. I just wanted to ask you about Elijah Shelton. He's been starting for them. You played with him before, obviously. Have you guys been in contact with him, and how much are you looking forward to seeing him and playing against him?
Oh yeah. We used to go against each other in one-on-ones back in the day, freshman, sophomore year, I think. But yeah, I haven't really kept in contact with him that much. But I know he's a really great player. He's a really great defensive end, and I loved going against him in practice back in the day because it made me a lot better football player too. And so I've been looking forward to this matchup a lot because I know he's a great player, and it's just going to be a challenge, which I'm totally up for because I know how great of a player he is. So.
Jacob, Patrick Mayhorn with the Ag Ship. Coach Anderson mentioned at the end of his talk sort of mental health initiatives that the team has taken and having some guest speakers come in. What impact has that had on the team, and what does that sort of just look like for you guys?
Well, one of the speakers that I really connected with a lot, and she's come in a couple times, was Rachel Barabeau. Sorry if I'm butchering that, but she has done a really great job with coming and talking to the guys, because that's something that's not really talked about a whole lot in necessarily the football world, because we're always just talking about football and all that stuff, and there's a lot of these guys that do struggle with mental health and everything, and so it's nice to have someone come in and actually talk to you and say, oh, you're not alone in this, or yeah, there's people who are wanting to talk with you about it and wanting to listen. And so she was just a really great resource that Coach Anderson brought in, and I'm really grateful we're having this week that's dedicated to that cause, because that's something that's really important, especially with college athletes.
Jacob, Al Lewis again from KVNU in town. Can you just give your thoughts on looking at this league from the outside in? You're playing your first conference game. It just seems like nobody's really gelling big time so far in this league. What are your feelings going into playing UNLV first conference?
Yeah, I mean it's really anybody's conference this year. Like the powerhouses you see every year, like Boise and San Diego State and Fresno, aren't really looking like what people were expecting it to be, and so I think that gives a lot of confidence to us as a team too, because we had high expectations coming into this season, and we still do, and so and we're just starting conference play, and so that shows us that okay, take a deep breath, everything's going to be all right. And it is going to be all right, because I still have a lot of confidence in this team. I know our coaches still have a lot of confidence in this team, and I know all the fans out there still do. And so it just brings everything back, brings everything into perspective. Say, okay, we're just starting conference play right now. This is where we make our money. This is where we really get that opportunity at another Mountain West Conference championship. And yeah, it's really all open out there. It's been awesome watching all the Mountain West games this year, and so that's what I'm looking forward to.
I think of something that Coach Anderson spoke a lot about was Logan Bonner and kind of his progression and kind of how he's been battling sort of his mind games and stuff coming off his injury. What have you seen from Logan this past week and a half in terms of his leadership and kind of just his mentality?
He's already one of the biggest leaders on our team, but this last week I think he really stepped up and took some ownership and really said, hey guys, I've kind of been struggling these past couple of weeks, and I'm claiming that, but I'm going to be better going forward. And like as an offensive line, we can be better too. Like we can give him more time. We can like give him some of that confidence too, because he has faith in us. We have faith in him, and it's just a matter of getting him back to his old self, because we know who he is. We've all seen it, and so we got to control what we can control, and that's giving him time back there and opening up those running lanes so that the defense honors the run more, so that they can the passing lanes will be a lot more open. So I mean I have a lot of confidence in Logan, and I always will.